Welcome back to another video of Key Legger's Manga Creation Rambling. Today arrived the printed book of Black Cap, my own one-shot manga I created back in 2024. It was my bachelor thesis in illustration and wrestles with the question how loneliness is portrayed in manga. Very difficult wording here. Well, let's get right at it then. The physical book of Black Cap is now available for purchase. Yo, look, it's there. Can you see it? Looks pretty good so far, huh? Covers are pretty well printed. Whoa! Look at these fine prints. The first 2 pages look quite sharp, don't they? Just what I expect from Lulu. The panel structure is quite cinematic, especially on paper. Just reading through the pages is quite immersive. Oh yeah! Before I forget, this manga one-shot's about a young child named Alfie Price, and it's a very intimate coming-of-age story. Just look at this! Him laying there so unbothered, or is he? Anyways, it wrestles with themes such as familiar relationships, psychological pressure, and loneliness itself. My intent wasn't much about showcasing loneliness as a phenomenon, but more how it can and most likely will be experienced by anybody due to life just hitting your heart in your vulnerable blind spots. I don't want to spoil or mention too much as well. I want everyone to experience it freshly. Loneliness is a topic that's very sensible to talk about, especially amongst guys. As a guy myself, it's quite hard to talk about topics like emotions. But maybe this work will at least have you treat your own old wounds properly, instead of running away from them. The very wounds that keep you hurt and conditioned to avoid humans. And everybody, man or woman, had to Leon, the woman in this beautiful dress, themselves. It isn't about gender here. The lack of a real mother figure or father figure creates an unbelievable strong unmet urge to search for one in another person. Whoa! I mean, come on guys. The cinematic follow-up? Just for these pages alone, you gotta buy it. Damn, what a dark scene. I wonder what happened to him to react this way. Wanna know? I know that you wanna know. And ta-da! Well, you know how it is with manga books. If it's a centered image, you have to make solid bleed marks to have it printed perfectly. I'm sorry, but it's also my first time doing this, okay? And here's the actual picture if you were wondering how the original image looked. It's pretty cool and so deep if Fujimoto does these cinematic paneling methods, right? But when I do it, it's ignored? Not today. Look at this. This is how paneling should be. I promise you guys, reading this is like watching a movie. I made sure of that. Is this what you wanted? I'm pretty sure most of you actually would want this so badly, regardless if it was an artificial intelligence just mirroring your own desires back to you. But is this really gonna fulfill you? Or does deep down knowing that they can't even reciprocate an ounce of what you feel ruin it to you? Oh well. That's for you to discover, not for me to spoil it to you. Oh, also, sure, life can be cruel, but I think some manga books make it unrealistically cruel. I don't know if it's just shock value or what they try to achieve, but for me, the most painful things are the subtle things done by the people we uphold so highly. I try to aim for that more. Getting punched by your brother is one thing, but being called useless or just being compared to another is enough to make a person feel absolute despair. And that's what I try to capture. In the themes of loneliness, of course. Also a quick reminder, there were some issues on the print. The back cover has a tiny straight blue line in the corner, which makes it look not so cool to be honest, but it's not that bad. Also in the last 2 pages, the trim was too deep. making some speech bubbles unreadable. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but it won't really kill the reading experience or the plot. Why not change it? You know, I can't afford it. Come on, I'm an artist. You think I can afford another test print to re-release it? Hell no. I will change it later when I get the money. Until then, you can actually collect this as a special unfinished version. Who knows, maybe one day it will be worth millions when this manga gets famous. I don't know. I cut some parts out so you don't get spoiled from it. I don't want to ruin the fun of reading through this. So read it. It's digitally free to read on Tapas. Buy the physical copy now on Lulu. Links in description. Next video will be about what? I don't know. Motus? Yes, Motus. My other long-running manga series. I finished sketching chapter 6 recently. As soon as chapter 6 is done completely, chapter 4 will be released on my Patreon. At last, if chapter 4 releases on Patreon, chapters 2 will be released for free on Tapas. Get it? That means the last 2 freshly released chapters will only be available on Patreon for cheap $3, while the older ones slowly will be revealed for free on Tapas. Isn't that great? What? You're impatient enough? You can't wait? Then get on my Patreon and get the earliest access. Well, see you guys.